Delegation from Tafa local government pays a thank you visit to former Governor Muhammad Umaru Bago. Badegi Radio organizes a one-day capacity building training for its staff and other broadcasters in Minna. United Missionary Church of Africa, London Street celebrates 30th anniversary and Thanksgiving service. Hi viewers, I am Susan Elami on the news. Niger State Governor Farmer Muhammad Umaru Bago has received a thank you visit delegation from Tafa local government. The team were in Government House Minna to appreciate the governor for facilitating the appointment of one of their own, Barrister Bello Bawa Buhari, as the Director General National Biosafety Management Agency. Addressing the team, the former governor disclosed that the state government will partner with the Biosafety Agency, especially in area of agriculture. While expressing his confidence in Bawa Buhari, the former governor described him as not only an ambassador of Suleja Emirate, but the whole Niger State. He appreciated President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for giving him the appointment and then thanked the stakeholders from Tafa for their love and commitment, adding that Tafa remains a prime location for vision of the state, as a master plan has already been designed to host an alternate airport to Abuja, a dry port, trailer park, government house, and a resort. Member representing Tafa constituency at the Niger State House of Assembly, Mohammed Sani Idris, appreciated the former governor for his gesture and show of love for the people of Tafa by giving them strength to ensure that Tafa continues to become a force to reckon with. Sarkin Father Zawzaw Musa Suleiman Ija also expressed gratitude to former governor for his role in ensuring the appointment of Barrister Bello Bawa and also extended appreciation to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu of his approval. The Director General, National Biosafety Management Agency, Barrister Bello Bawa Buhari, described the former governor as a young, dynamic and visionary leader who has set the bar for leadership high for others to emulate. He thanked the governor and President Tinubu for finding him worthy of such national assignments. Barrister Bello also called on Nigerians to come together in unity and purpose to support the governor in his quest of driving Niger State to a new level that will be an example to the whole of the West African coast. To ensure ethical conduct in journalism, Badegi Radio 90.1 FM has organized a one-day capacity building training for its staff and other broadcasters on the theme Ethical Broadcasting and Responsible Communication, Navigating NBC, Advertising and PR Standard, held in NLC Hall, Minna. The report.
The one-day capacity building training put together by Badegi Radio 90.1 FM under the CEO of Alhaji Shuaibu Badegi, designed to strengthen the capacity of broadcast professionals to uphold the highest standard of ethical reporting while ensuring compliance with the NBC code and professional practices in advertising and public relations. The participants coached were drawn from various media houses, both private and state-owned media outlets, also featured Badegi Radio staff. In his remarks at the event, the Chief Executive Officer and founder of Badegi Radio, Alhaji Shuaibu Badegi, said the idea is to enrich the participants and further promote professionalism within the broadcast industry in Niger State. He called on participants to put into practice what they have acquired during the training.
We're trying to do this to bring us up to level of understanding. Let's have an understanding. The no-go areas. Let's build a boundary. Let's have a boundary. You cannot be emotional, and then you cannot be too much of demanding accountability. We are putting a sort of a limitation to our capacity to demand too much from the public authorities.
Also speaking, the chairman, Niger State Council of Nigeria Union of Journalists, Comrade Abu Madu, spoke through the Assistant Secretary of the Union, Abubakar Adamukuta, stressed the importance of the capacity building training for journalists and broadcasters, noting that this will further strengthening the professionalism in the discharge of their duties. He commended the management of Badegi Radio, especially the General Manager, Aisha Shaibu Badegi, for the initiative.
NUJ is very happy with this initiative, of organizing a capacity building workshop for practicing broadcaster, journalists in Niger State, because this actually complements the effort of the union in promoting professionalism, practice in accordance with the ethics of journalism. I find this workshop very timely, apt and germane, because it will actually improve and enhance the skills of broadcasters, the skills of journalists, practicing in various media broadcasting organizations in Niger State. If you look at the topic, the theme of the workshop is actually apt, and it is all about engendering the code of ethics of the profession. And it is only through this that we can be seen to be practicing reporting, a truthful, fair and objective reportage in the media landscape, and I think it is timely.
Gracing the event, the Police Public Relations Officer, Niger State Command, Wasiu Abiodu, called on journalists to follow the ethical conduct of parties and endeavor to embark on investigative journalism.
Training and retraining is very important in everything we do, and that is why we have come to support the management of Badegi Radio today in ensuring that the reporters, its personnel, are being trained, again to be updated with latest trends of reporting issues, and again to also let them know that information management is very important. We should be more careful the way we report issues, most especially security matters. And I thank God for the intervention of NBC by way of their presentation, who have presented a paper to them to be more factual, to be more concise and decisive in reportage, and to be wise to ensure that informations that we release into public domain are well managed to avoid a kind of a chaos, tension and panic in public domain. So that is why we have come here to talk to them to ensure that their reportage is more better and more coherent in public domain.
During the training session, resource persons took time to do justice to the team, even as participants pay attention to grab a take-home ideas that will ease their job.
Actually, in this training, we discussed PR and crisis communication for broadcast journalists. So in this session, we put journalists through PR practice in terms of crisis, whether those crises are internal or external, whether they are technical or human, or as the case may be. What should journalists do? How should they handle crisis situations? How do they manage their PR policy to ensure that they maintain their stake without violating the rules of practice and professional ethics and practices.
One of the participants speaks to NSTV News.
This is a very good way of building capacities of journalists in Niger State. First and foremost, let me appreciate the organizers of this particular workshop. It has improved on us because just like what the DSP Wasiu Abiodu has said earlier, that you need to be equipped. If you are in a particular profession, you need to go for training and retraining so that you get yourself the needed equipment for your job. This workshop actually has improved on what we have already, and it has shown us more ways of approaching issues, and just like the NBC, the representative of the NBC has said, the code of ethics, these are part of what we usually use and to do our daily jobs.
Ahmad Yusuf reporting for NSTV News.
25 local government chairmen of Niger State have renewed their commitment to mobilize eligible children for the upcoming integrated measles rubella vaccination campaign to reach the national target of ending the childhood disease. Zainab Ali Lukobo reports that Niger State Ministry of Primary Healthcare led the team of the meeting and partners held at Emergency Operations Center, Mina.
recognizing the critical role local government chairmen perform in protecting the lives of the people at the grassroots. In his welcome notes, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Primary Healthcare, Dr. Mohamed Gana, represented by State Director, Disease Control, Dr. Samuel Jia, highlighted the objective of the meeting and overview and functions of the rubella vaccination, as well as tasks of the local government leaders in preventing the spread of the syndrome.
The fastest growing population in the world, and that is why we need to, all our efforts are required now to combat all these vaccine preventable diseases.
During their presentation at the meeting, the Incident Manager for Emergency Operations Center, the State Immunization Officer, and State Health Educator, as well as development partners, took the chairman on the objectives of the mass vaccination campaign to be rolled out.
It can lead to severe complications, pneumonia, brain diseases, death, and so many other complications. It's one of the leading causes of death among children worldwide. Like we are interested in polio, but you know polio, among 200 children, only one child will come with polio when all of them are infected. Unlike measles, if they are infected, they will definitely come down with it, and the possibility of death is very high.
That is when we started fighting polio cases in this country. Then Nigeria is introduced to various vaccine preventable, so it's not just looking at one particular vaccine, we are looking at different diseases that can actually be prevented over this period of time. Then, and we are targeting those diseases for those that we can eradicate totally in the country or in the continent, and those that we can also kind of eliminate, and those that we can also control. And this can be achieved by ensuring that all our community and children get vaccinated against those vaccine preventable diseases.
Targeting advocacy structure, traditional structure, which is very key and paramount, is one of the best parameters we use in our community to see how we can engage our key stakeholders, and that is why we invite the first citizen, which are local government chairmen across 25 LGA, to see how they can support, and also to mobilize people, to follow us, religious leaders, traditional leaders, structure, other parameters that can support this process to see how we can meet up with national targets.
It's a very symbolic and very important vaccination campaign. It's one of the largest that we have and that we have had in this country. So that's why that level of commitment is there for them. So we just want to, or just like they said, you already know what you are doing, but if going forward we can help out in participating in the flag off at the LGAs, it will be very good. It will give visibility to what we're doing.
Speaking on behalf of the 35 local government chairmen, the state chairman of Association of Local Government of Nigeria, Algon, Ilyas Zakari, and Ladidi Bawa Bosu, Chairman Bosu Local Government, expressed their readiness to work with Niger Semi-Shapama Heke in achieving a zero measles rubella state to meet the global target of eliminating the deadly disease.
We have, evidently you can see by sheer size of the local government chairmen that are here, you could understand that we have support for this very important program, and I assure them of our support at whatever level. And again, we even had something like this with Her Excellency the First Lady, and we also did the same thing. So the take home is, we know as local government chairmen, it is our duty, it's in fact our responsibility to care as fathers and mothers, to care for the children, even though I think it's between 9 months to 14 years. So we give our support, and you can see by evidently how we are able to attend it.
We're the one that bear the children, and we know the pain more than the men. So all I as a woman would do is more awareness, like campaign to my people, so that they will be aware of it, because we have this religious aspect of it, which says that if the vaccine, they should not allow the people, healthcare people, to vaccinate, to give the children vaccines. You understand? Because Islamically is not allowed. So we will try as much as possible to educate them on that and tell them the safety of it and the implication of it if not given.
The state mass vaccination for measles vaccine will be flagged off at Bidda local government for 10 days vaccination activities. Emina Zainab Halilukubu reporting for NSTV News.
It was a joyous milestone for United Missionary Church of Africa Soul Clinic as members and well-wishers gathered for the 30th anniversary and Thanksgiving service. The momentous occasion was filled with gratitude and praise as the congregation reflected on God's unwavering faithfulness and grace. The event took place at UMCA Soul Clinic Church, London Street, Bajego, Minna. The reports.
Speaking at the event, former Vice Chairman, Christian Association of Nigeria, Han, Niger State, Reverend Ezekiel Pocho Ibrahim, called on members to take responsibility and remain focused on godly worship, stressing that resoluteness is a great way to reflect on the church's journey so far. He thanked God for the success recorded in the church so far as it marked 30 years anniversary. Reverend Ibrahim emphasizes that Christians should give in humility, cheerfully, willingly, in righteousness and honorably.
Bless God for this opportunity God has given to us as a church to exist in the midst of so many challenges over 30 years. I was here in 2005 as a pastor of the church until 2012 that I left the church. It was not the way it is today. There are still a lot of achievement. If I can remember, it was a smallest church growing to where it is now. And also, I want to believe more will still be coming, because as long as we live, we still hope for more things to happen. On behalf of the President, Reverend Dr. Benga Odebiri, the National UMCA President, I want to congratulate the United Missionary Church of Africa, UMCA Dusenkura, for this great celebration and all the achievements so far that is made to also make the church grow to where it is.
Also speaking, the pioneer pastor of UMCA Soul Clinic, Reverend Danladi Dandodo, while commending all who came for the program, recalled that the church started with just 7 people, but God has expanded the church with branches in various towns and communities in Niger State.
When I see the crowd, I'm impressed, because we started just about 7 of us, and the 7 with all including our wives. So the pioneers, actually the 4, are Engineer Bawa Stelka, Baba Jamugamba, James Lata, and I. We are all primary school mates back to 1958 in Zuru. And Zuru is where we went there as it's a what do we call it, primary school with feeding. So the UMS, from UMS they changed it to UMCA. So the UMS was having a primary school in Zuru. So the 4 people who acted, who founded this church, were all mates. We all met there.
The minister in charge of the United Missionary Church of Africa Soul Clinic, UMCA, London Street, Bajego, Reverend Joshua Marcus Rikoto, highlighted the church's rich history and God's blessings over the years, emphasizing the church's commitment to faith and its impact on the community, and also focusing on the importance of collective prayer in strengthening spiritual bonds and community unity. Reverend Joshua Marcus said the celebration is a time to honor the past, give thanks for the present, and look forward to the future with hope and faith.
By the grace of God, 30 years ago, few people came together and said, we need to start a UMCA church that is a Hausa-speaking church. These few people are just about 7 of them. After coming together, deliberating together, they decided to start a church. Something that started from a parlor to a secondary school to an open place. Today, we are glad that God has helped us. Over 30 years now, about 30 years now, we are seeing growth physically, we are seeing growth spiritually, we are seeing growth numerically, we are seeing growth in every aspect. So we decided to come and celebrate and thank God for what He has done for us for the past 30 years. What started with 7 people, today we are talking about 210 people. That is a growth numerically. Again, what started with just few families, today I can tell you of those over 200 people, comprises of about 50 families, according to our records. Again, we have seen over time from this church, we have also had 3 or 4 churches that came out from this church. One is UMCA Shango, UMCA Bari Kinsale, and then UMCA Baiko and UMCA Ushama. So it is from this church that all of them left to start those churches. So we have seen growth from one church to now 5 churches. That is growth.
The events feature praise and worship, award, intercession, among others. Favor Obasi reporting for NSTV News.
Nigerians, especially Christians, have been admonished to pray without ceasing for the national building and economic prosperity. This formed part of the prayer point as Christians in Minna joined their counterparts on 2025 National Prayer Movements. The reports.
The 2025 National Prayer Walk Movement by Christians is an organized event where believers walk through the community and street to pray for specific intentions, such as for revival, peace, the safety of others, as well as transformation of the nation. It was against this background that the Christians in Niger State joined their counterparts to intensify prayers for the mercy in our dear nation. Christian participants across various churches in Minna took turn to pray extensively for the mercy upon the state, the nation, the church, economic prosperity, and peace in the society. Convening the congregations, the convener and state coordinator of 2025 National Prayer Walk Movement, Minna Branch Apostle Tony Nkachukwu, called on Christians and other faiths to always intensify prayers for the overall development of the society.
The Prayer Walk Nigeria movement is a national movement all over the 36 states of Nigeria, and we have a branch in Niger State, which I happen to be the state coordinator. The motive behind the prayer walk is to, as Christians and as people who love Nigeria, to always come out. While we are working, we are praying for Nigeria. We are speaking peace and prosperity to our nation. People are what they say. If you say you are not well, you will not be well. If you say you are not good, you will not be good. Nigeria is good. Nigeria is a peaceful place. We continue to pray for our leaders. We pray for the government. We pray for the people, we pray for economy, we pray for security, we pray for all sectors of the nation. We've been praying and we are seeing things work. If we were not praying, things would have been worse than the way they are. We believe in Nigeria. We believe a new Nigeria is rising. We believe a new era is coming. And we will keep praying until we see that change.
The guest speaker at the prayer walk, Apostle Petros Hoja, said prayer is key for the nation's building, even as it preached for love amongst one another. Also speaking, the camp coordinator Chanchaga local government, Apostle Olamitoke Elalekon, said harmonious and peaceful coexistence among other faiths is paramount, as such prayer has become necessary to attain it.
To pray for the prosperity of Nigeria in general, and that of Niger State in particular, for the well-being of all citizens. When things are okay, everybody will enjoy the good of the land.
In their separate prayer, the Grand Patron, Reverend Kekeleke, Pastor Joshua Samson, among others, all admonish for mercy in the entire universe. Speaking to journalists shortly after the prayer walk, the coordinator to Christians Affairs and special advisor Christians Affairs to the Niger State Governor, Pastor Lawrence Mohammed Issa, said they came together to pray against any negativity and stand of the progress of the country, as well as for the God blessings to reign in our dealings.
This is even National Prayer Walk Day, where the Christians come together, praying, possessing the country for God, pulling out the country from the hands of the enemies, praying against every negativity, standing on the progress of the country, and praying that for the peace, the unity of God in this country, and for God's blessings to remain in this country. And that's one of the main things, that God should continue to bless this country and let the eyes of God, let the message of God prevail in the nation Nigeria.
The prayer walk started at about 6 a.m. with a walk from Tunga Roundabout to Mobi Roundabout, where participants converge at Ekwa Church at Mobi for prayers. Ahmad Yusuf reporting for NSTV News.
The Nigerian government has set an ambitious 5-year target to eliminate poverty that has more than doubled with the introduction of policies that have thrown more people into poverty. Minister of Budget and Economic Planning Atiku Bagudu made the disclosure at the opening ceremony of the 31st Nigerian Economic Summit. Precious Nwadigo has the reports.
According to the World Bank, poverty among Nigerian rural dwellers surged a worrying 75.5%, underscoring growing inequalities and severe economic hardship nationwide. The minister said government is determined to enhance macroeconomic predictability and improving reforms that would position Nigeria for a long-term prosperity. Bagudu stressed that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu-led administration was prioritizing job creation and digital skills, agriculture, creative economy, and innovation. He added that government will generate more growth, unlock potential, while stating that the government value input from the private sector. I am Precious Nwadigo, reporting for NSTV News.
In sports, Nigerian Flying Eagles are once again flying high on the global stage. At the ongoing 24th FIFA Under-20 World Cup in Chile, the young lads have shown discipline and determination, earning their place among the last 16 teams of the competition. The latest performance against Colombia kept fans on edge till the final whistle. Majid Olugbade has the details.
Nigerians Flying Eagles have advanced to the round of 16 at the ongoing 24th FIFA Under-20 World Cup in Chile, following a hard-fought 1-1 draw against Colombia in the early hours of Monday. The result means Nigeria will now face Argentina at the Julio Martinez Stadium in Santiago on Wednesday, in what seems like a repeat of the quarter-final clash of the last Under-20 World Cup, hosted by Argentina, where the Flying Eagles triumphed 2-0 in San Juan. Elsewhere, Colombia will meet South Africa, while Norway takes on Paraguay in other round of 16 features. Olugbade Majid reporting for NSTV.
And on entertainment, Nigeria has spoken, and the charismatic Opeyemi Oyunwale has clinched the Big Brother Naija Season 10 crown and staggering 100 million grand prize. After 10 weeks of 29 housemates supplying viewers with unlimited drama, fun, controversies, emotional eviction, and one disqualification, Isimi has been declared winner of the 10th season of the Big Brother Naija reality show. The report. Considered one of the strongest contenders for the Big Brother Naija 10/10 edition, Emisi's win is a testament to her popularity among viewers who were endeared to her relatable personality. As the winner of the 10th season of Big Brother Naija, Emisi will be going home with a whopping 150 million among other prizes she won during the 10 weeks in the house. The 23-year-old fashion designer and actress from Oyo State made a name for herself on the show as a housemate who strives on challenges, seeks excitement, and embraces every opportunity to show her depth. Emisi stole the heart of millions with her unfiltered charm, radiant energy, and that unmistakable real girl appeal that glued the fans to the screen. Doped with the queen of vibes, Emisi defied the odds in a season packed with drama, betrayals, and fierce rivalries. While others plotted and schemed, she stayed true to herself, and it paid off big time. Her loyal army of supporters, proudly known as the Emistars, went all out, flooding the internet with love and votes. Even when critics mocked her strategy and street-smart antics, Emisi turned the tables with laughter, light, and pure charisma. She proved that simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. Now 150 million richer, the people's charm and the fourth woman to win the popular reality show is ready to take a good vibes global with big plans in comedy, brand endorsement, and content creation. I am Susan Delami reporting for NSTV. And with that brings us to the end of the bulletin. Now the recap. Delegation from Tafa local government has paid a thank you visit to former Governor Umaru Bago. Badegi Radio has organized a one-day capacity building training for his staff and other broadcasters in Minna. United Missionary Church of Africa, London Street, celebrates its 30th anniversary and Thanksgiving service. Thanks for watching. I am Susan Delami.